Hey, y'all. So I don't normally make posts like this on Traumatized Girlie. I'm still developing this platform and everything, and I really do appreciate all the love and support and everything that you guys have given me. And I'm really grateful for all of that. But I have a question for my fellow traumatized girlies, and I'm seeing a shift right now, and I'm actually a part of this shift, and I didn't even know that I was. I knew, okay, mind you, I've been working on my mindset and manifestation for the past couple of years straight, solid. And yes, I have indeed seen results. I'm pursuing some of my most amazing dreams. Life has definitely changed a lot for the better since, a few years ago when I was like in the trenches and all these things like that. And the rebuilding is real. The rebuild is real. However, there's a shift going on right now with domestic violence survivors and women who unfortunately have had children with the abuser and have made it out, right? And this was like my last post. I commend all my women for making it out, because you making it out, that's the end all be all. But it's about getting our kids out of it too. And so what I'm seeing with there being a shift right now is that there is a habitual pattern of abusive men who come after the women and call them unfit, use, postpartum depression, or just label them unfit, just point blank. Or make all these claims, and then the claims will like literally shift during the case. But but like, there's a habitual pattern of these abusive men who come after women for sole custody of the children after the woman leaves with the children, because obviously 9 times out of 10 most women do have to rebuild to reestablish life. And so those circumstances tend to be weaponized heavily in the family court system. And right now there's a grand exposure. Like, there's literally like people like Brandy X Lee making headway exposing family court systems nationwide in the US, and possibly worldwide, about this happening. Because as long as you've provided your child, I mean, women, we are the nurturers. We are home to our kids just in our being, right? And of course, when you rebuild, of course, there comes, job, income, moving, and all those things. And all these things do indeed come with time. But to pounce on a woman while she's still vulnerable, while raising children, while postpartum, while actively rebuilding her life, and still trying to like put that, like pressurize her essentially to like make her break or something, or feel powerless. And so not only is there a habitual pattern of the abuser coming after women for custody, especially women who are in domestic violence situations, but the family system almost failing these women and these children on purpose, because the only thing the system ever really responds to is money and power and politics, right? And so that's why some of these abusers, especially they come from families with money or whatever, some women may find themselves in situations where like the court and the attorneys all know each other, or like the person's family member knows this judge, or like this the abuser's family member, like they're all kikiing, and the woman, right, like she might not know what she's getting herself into. But on the flip side of even that, there is a grand exposure happening. There is a major shift happening. And I'm actually seeing big shifts in my personal situation. And so I want to know how many of my traumatized girlies are going through this, or have gone through this, or in the process of overcoming it. And what I want to do, if I don't do anything more, is help all of us collectively get over it and get through it with mindset. Because everything in life is mindset. Nothing outside of you ever has power over you, okay? I don't care. Like, no one can write your future or your destiny for you. I don't care how big or how dark the storm. No one, nothing outside of you can define you. especially something like motherhood, something as sacred as motherhood. And I hope you all can find solace in knowing that a man who is this sick and demented to do something like this to not only the mother of his child, but his child actually, like trying to rip the child or withhold the child, so stupid as like a desperate way to get custody, like, because that's whatever. It's more of a reflection of the sickness of the man and how unwell he is, and just just how spiritually corrupt, and vapid he is. And so to not take that as a reflection of you, even though these things can be infuriating, stressful, and even scary. But I know firsthand that one of the first things you need to do when dealing with a situation like this is release the fear. Release the fear, release the doubt, adjust your mindset, take all of your power back, because no one has power over you. No one can dictate your motherhood. I don't care what they try to say. I don't care what type of schedules they try to set. I don't care what it is. No one can do this, right? And shifts will happen the more you ascend and the more you elevate. But first, I want to see how many of y'all this is happening so we can have a deeper conversation. My shifts are quite positive, and I had major good news recently in what I've been dealing with. But I've been dealing with this for well over 7 months. And I can give you guys more of my story and everything in time. But I'm very curious as to what are you all going through and what it is. And like I make mindset videos and everything like that. Like, my platform's still developing, you know what I mean? Like, I still have, Calendly and Patreon, but I don't promote them like that because I'm a smaller platform. I mean, I can honestly help and connect with you guys just through this platform, just by making videos. Mindset is very easy to teach. It's not like some thing that needs to be coveted or gate kept or whatever. And as an active believer, and in not only mindset and manifestation, but like the embodiment of it, I feel like I can help a lot of women, because I think that a lot of women, unfortunately, when they're beat down into such a lower frequency, they don't see the way out, when really the way out is really through themselves and self-belief and self-elevation. Like, what if I told you that you could overcome all of that while still achieving your goals, still loving and caring for your children, whether near or far, still staying true to yourself, still prioritizing yourself, and making it out just by being that, and not allowing the lower frequency and the negativity to like fuck with your internal or your core, by not internalizing it and not giving your power away to it. And I know it's really hard, especially in really traumatizing situations, especially when you're worried about your kids, especially when you see the bullshit actively happening and going on and you feel powerless. But it's really all about mindset, perception, and embodiment, really. I'm so serious. And just having a level of consciousness and awareness to where you can overcome by embodying the person that's already overcome it. And this is what they talk about in manifestation all the time, that nothing is ever outside of you. You can achieve whatever you want with your mindset. Whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. It's a reason why that's a statement. But I want to see how many of my women are going through this, and I'll see how you guys respond in my comments, because my TikTok page does amazing. Like, you guys are always super active here and always engaging, and there's always a ton of comments, and I think you all are awesome. But I'm here for you, and believe that you can overcome it, even the darkest of storm, with mindset. All right? So